Today's Watch Along show is brought to you and supported by Saltire Energy, the global market leader in specialist drilling equipment rental. And also by Craig International, a truly global company with 10 offices strategically placed around the world. The future of global procurement is very much safely in their hands, and look out for their brand new website coming very soon. ABTV is also sponsored by Steadfast Scotland, manufacturers of high-integrity stud bolts and special fasteners, globally recognised as your market leader and solution provider for bespoke quality bolting and safety critical components. We're at Pittodrie today for the live watch-along show. Only 4 minutes until kickoff, hosting St Mirren, where we've already beaten them at Pittodrie this season. Kickoff is not far away. Let's just very quickly remind you of where we are in the table. Currently in 4th place. We can go above Dundee United with a win today because they don't play Rangers until tomorrow at Tannadice. So we can go into 3rd place today. Other games today include Hearts against Kilmarnock, Ross County against Hibs, and St Johnstone against Motherwell. Hi everybody, how you doing? A very warm welcome to Ali Beck ABTV this Saturday afternoon. This is the live watch-along show. This is where we all sit and watch the game together and comment as the game goes on. So my role today is to basically report on what's happening during the game. So I'll be sat here watching the game live and I'll just sort of comment and report as the game goes along. The idea is for you guys to join in. Feel free to leave your comments via the live chat and I will read out your comments as we go along. So the idea is very simple. All we do is we watch the game together. So let's just have a quick update. So can't see the teams out on the pitch just yet. Willie Miller is in the studio with Rob McLean today at Pittodrie for Red TV International, which gives us the perfect opportunity to tell you about the team news. So 5 changes from the Elgin game. Again, lots and lots of changes going on. So the skipper has come in for Polvara, who is now injured. We're not too long how he's going to be injured for, but he's going to be missing for at least a couple of weeks. So Dante is out. Jeppe Ockels comes in for Duke. Leighton Clarkson, he comes in for Ante Palaversa. Topi Keskinen comes in for Shaden Morris. And Papa Gay comes in for Peter Ambrose. So it looks like we're going to play Ross in goal, obviously. Nicky at right back. Slobodan, Tobers, Jensen, Shinnie, Nielsen, Clarkson in the number 10 role, Toppy on one side, Jeppe on the other side, and Papa up front. Personally, I'm delighted Papa's starting, but I personally would have preferred him to see him in that sort of number 10 role where he sits just off the main forward. So let's see how we lead the line today. So those are the changes. Let's see if there's anything going on at Pittodrie as we speak. So Yimmy is just giving his pre-match thoughts to Rob McLean. Let's see if there's any of you guys on. There we go. Right, there's a few comments coming already. So let's just get to them. Gray Pilgrim says, come on you Reds. John McDonald says, let's do this. 3 points please lads. John Moore says, hope this watch along is better than the county game. Fingers crossed, John. Can't be bothered has quite simply said, Nielsen. James Jappy has quite simply said, Ruby. Peter Lees is on, saying we have to win today. Come on, you Reds. Mick Mackie says, both last week's scorers on the bench. Why? JP is suggesting that Nielsen is decent. David Gold, Rally Vids, says, my stream is definitely ahead of you, Ali. Casually standing in the red shed. David Gold Rally Vids is predicting a 3-0 win for the Dons today. He's saying, let's do this. Red Army says, Ruby gets a tough time from some of the support. He's not that bad. Let's back them. JP is asking, please, no more injuries. Kilted Warrior is on, saying, good afternoon, Dandy. Stuck on a supply boat, but won't miss the show. Good man. I hope you're okay out there. I hope the storm's not too bad. West Coast Dawn has said, hi Dons, hope everybody is well. Chilling is on, wishing everybody a good afternoon. Gray Pilgrim came back to say the lineup suggests the subs will be the game winners. Can we get the first 11 to win the game early for a change, please? Raymond McCombie says must win today. Hope fans are going to be patient and not boo at any time in the game. I still think we should play a 4-4-2, but that's just my opinion. Howard Fowley's asking why all the changes? I think 4-4-2 is our best formation. Gavin Wilson says, good afternoon. We really need to get the league going again. We certainly do. Right, so the teams are making their way out onto the pitch as we speak. I can quickly run through the St Mirren team if it stays up long enough. Hemming, Tanzer, Taylor, Mark O'Hara, Mikel Mandron, Alex Gogic, Boyd Muntz, and the team's just gone off. Sorry, so I didn't get to the whole team. So there's going to be a minute's applause for Jimmy Calderwood ahead of this game. So what we'll do is we'll just speak up until that point. We'll just pause for a moment and then we'll come back and then we'll start obviously telling you about what's going on in the game. So Shinza, skipper today, just doing the toss with the referee who is Chris Graham today. Can't see who's won the toss yet. It looks... Who's won the toss? Give us an idea. Don't know just yet. But it looks like the players are now gathering round the centre circle to now remember Jimmy Calderwood, who's so sadly passed away these past few days, who unfortunately suffered from onset dementia. Our former manager. Everybody on their feet in the main stand. We'll just pause for a moment. There we go. Looked like a wonderful ovation for the late Jimmy Calderwood. Everybody on their feet inside Pittodrie, giving him a wonderful 1 minute's applause. Right, we're good to go. And it's the Dons who are going to kick off. Leighton Clarkson over the ball. Can't be bothered is just very quickly asking me, Ali, just a side question, but which boy band was your biggest rivals? To be honest with you, mate, we didn't rival any boy band because we simply weren't good enough. We were nowhere near the levels of Take That. We were nowhere near the levels of E17. So we weren't really a rival to anybody. But if you were going to put us in a category, you could say that obviously we were up against Take That. We were up against E17. Didn't stand a chance. John Helmsley's on saying, good afternoon, folks. 3 points, hopefully, today. Right, and we're off. Here we go. Right, just let me make that nice and big so that I can see what's going on. So, St Mirren with a throw-in just beside Aberdeen's dugout. So, Aberdeen kicking towards the Richard Donald stand in this first half. Another throw-in for St Mirren, but cleared by Rubicic. And St Mirren with another throw-in just in front of their own dugout. Sun shining. Could cause some problems on that far end, the sun shining. Hopefully you all managed to get to Pittodrie today without too much hassle. Hopefully none of you have been too badly affected by the storms. So the ball back to the St Mirren goalkeeper who hoofs it up the park. Nicky Devlin's under it, but loses the header. But the St Mirren forward loses his feet, and the ball now with Christoph Tobers out to Nicky Devlin, who launches it forward down the line. Great ball, actually. Leighton Clarkson's going to pick this up. Oh, Pape just nipped in, but Gogic just managed to get a foot in. And St Mirren clear it up the line. Ah, it's a poor ball from Nicky Devlin. Okay, so that's a throw into Aberdeen. Fairly decent start by the Dons. Good stuff down the right-hand side. So Nicky Devlin over the ball. Throws it infield, but it's cut out easily. And St Mirren now launch an attack, but it's been broken up by Shinza. Ball back with Tobers, who now plays it out to Nicky Devlin, who gives away cheap possession, unfortunately. So the ball in the centre of the pitch just now, it's gone out to Jensen, who turns outside. Well played, young man. And wins, no? Okay, it looked like a foul thrown to St Mirren. And St Mirren get the foul. Let's have another look at that. Oh, that looked like a wee push. But no, ref played on. Okay, so a St Mirren free kick. About 20 yards into our own half. Out on the far hand side. On the right hand side. So it looks like he's going to do an... what's he doing here? So it's going to be an outswinger. With his left peg. Aberdeen all lined up. On the just outside the 18-yard box. And it comes. And it's cleared by Nielsen. And the ball breaks nicely for Nicky Devlin with an opportunity to run. He goes with an across-the-park ball. He's tried to switch play. Not a bad effort. Aberdeen are going to pick this up, I think. Go on. No, St Mirren clear their lines. Oh. St Mirren on the attack. Ball breaks nicely. Attacking down the right-hand side. Ball's gone out for a corner. No, it's a goal kick to Aberdeen. Okay, let's see if there's any early comments come in since we've been watching the game. Okay, let's see where we are. Jules Jones is on. Jules, thank you for becoming a member of Ali Beg ABTV. I noticed that a couple of days ago, so thank you so much. Do me a favour, can you try and DM me so that I get in touch with you? Thank you so much for your support. Jules recently became a member of ABTV. Can't be bothered says, I see the Cameron rumours are ramped up this morning. They certainly have, mate. Richard Mickey McMillan is here saying, come on you Reds. So St Mirren with throw-in just inside our half, goes down the line. And that will be an Aberdeen throw-in. Oops. Let me put that on silent. There's Terry McDermott from New Orleans, wishing everybody a good morning. Terry's already commenting on the game, saying, 2 wayward 2-yard passes begin our game again. He's quite right. Okay, so Aberdeen in possession with Ruby, deep inside our own half. Plays it back to Ross Doohan. It clears with his left foot, but it's not cleared very well. St Mirren on the attack again. They're picking up the bits and pieces at the moment, playing it out to the right-hand side. But nicely defended by Aberdeen. Nielsen back to Jensen. One-touch football, but they play it out of play. So here's St Mirren with a throw-in on the far side. Almost in line with our 18-yard box. About 10 yards this way. Long throw-in. Deep into our box. And Aberdeen clear it through Jensen, but it's a free kick to Aberdeen. The referee's blown for a free kick. So a free kick inside our own 18-yard box. Let's see if there's any more comments. Keith Shepherd said, need a win today, Aberdeen. Come on, you Reds from Toronto. Home of the 51st state. Not. Hello, Keith. Hope you're okay, fella. Thanks for tuning in. Right, so Aberdeen with a free kick inside their own 18-yard box. Ross Doohan over the ball, and he's lumped it forward, right down the middle of the park, looking for Papa Gay, who wins the header, but St Mirren clear their lines. Okay, so St Mirren pick up the ball. They go forward again, trying to go over the top. Easy! Oh my good God. Oh my good God. It's 1-0 to St Mirren, and I swear to God, when you see this goal, you're not going to believe what Ruby and Ross Doohan have just done. It's just an absolute calamity of a goal. So the ball's come over the top. I'm watching the replay now. Ball over the top. Ruby is at least 4 yards in total space. Ross Doohan decides to come out. Ross Doohan's come out far too far. Ruby's gone to head it back to him. He's headed it into no man's land. The St Mirren forward has just nipped in behind him. Oh my God. And put the ball into an empty net. It's just astonishing. It's just astonishingly bad. And unfortunately, Ruby with a mistake again. No communication between Ruby and Ross Doohan, quite obviously. But once again, we've been caught out by a ball over the top. Discussed it yesterday on the preview show. Oh my God. David Gold Rally Vid says, well, that's my prediction, Daffy Ducked. Matthew Cool is on. Hi, Matthew. Rob Clark's here. Hi, Ali. Long time no see. Hope you're feeling better. Only here because frost and heavy snow this morning postponed the Strathspey Thistle v Brechin City match. Thanks for being on, Rob. Terry McDermott saying, what in the wide, wide world of giant skinheads was that? Gavin Wilson says, I despair. What the hell was Doohan doing? Can't be bothered says, bye Ali, it's Ross County all over again. Alan Nicholl says, keeper's fault. Yeah, he's come out too far. I agree. Chilling says, Ruby struggles with the balls over the top. Grey Pilgrim says, we're already in a hole. Why are we still digging? Come on, Dons, do better. John Moore says, feel we need a little bit of luck today as well. Oh, dearie me. Just coming up to 10 minutes played. Honestly, what are we doing? What are we doing? Katrina Christie Lloyd has said, knee-jerk reaction, I know, but I feel Ruby should come off now. Terry McDermott says, Doohan clearly shouted for it. Lack of communication. It was a shocking lack of communication. I do think Ross came out too far, but I also think that Ruby's he's not even looking. He's not aware of his position. He's just headed it into no man's land without even being aware of the St Mirren boy behind us. Long ball into Aberdeen's box. A couple of players have gone down in a collision. Aberdeen are playing one-touch football here and have actually done very well to get the ball out of play. Well done. Better from the Dons. So Nicky Devlin with the switch. All the way out to Jeppe Ockels. Good first touch. Plays it back to Jensen, who comes in field to Nielsen. He goes back out to Jensen. Okay, out for an Aberdeen throw-in just beside the tunnel. Ulusanya with a goal for St Mirren. Okay, so from what was a very decent area to get the ball into the box, we're now all the way back in our own 18-yard box. Why didn't we just throw it in? Okay, Aberdeen throw-in on the centre half line. Nicky Devlin throws it infield to Nielsen. Switch it again, mate. Well done. Switches it to Richard Jensen. Alexander Jensen. Jesus, Ali. Ball's now out to Ockles, who comes infield. Good positive play. Has a pop at goal. Go on, Pappy. Sort your feet out. Oh! Brilliant save by the St Mirren goalkeeper. Pappy just couldn't quite get it out from under his feet. He eventually did. Left foot shot. Really well saved by the St Mirren goalkeeper. But Aberdeen's first chance created on 12 minutes. To be honest, it's a good save. Let me have a look at the replay, but I think Pappy should have scored. But a great move. Jeppe playing really well there. I think it was Jeppe anyway. Okay, so Aberdeen on the ball at the moment, just inside our own half. Ball goes all the way back to Ross Doohan, who's going to clear this again with his left foot up the park. Pappy can't do anything with it. A little bit of ping pong here. And eventually Chris Graham, the referee, gives a foul to Aberdeen. Right, here's the replay. Let's have a quick look. So it's a really good save. It bounces up and it hits Pappy sort of in the groin area. He then waits for the ball to come down. He has to sort his feet out. Oh, to be fair, it is a really good save. A really good save. By Zach Hemming. Okay, so Aberdeen in possession with Tobos. Plays it out to Nicky Devlin, who plays it forward to Shinza. Plays a nice one too with Nicky Devlin, who comes in field, who again switches play nicely. Here's Ockles, plays it forward to Jensen, who's in support. Got room to move into. Get it over, lad. Plays it in field to Nielsen. He comes out to the middle of the pitch now, to Shinza. Aberdeen moving the ball about nicely. Back out on the left-hand side now with Ockles. Faced with 2 minutes. Oh, brilliant. Hit it, lad. Oh, you should have hit it a second before. So Jeppe Ockles beats 2 men. Does really well. Comes inside the 18-yard box. Oh, brilliant, lad. You should have hit it there. Oh, he took one more step. If he hadn't taken that step, I think he would have had a cleaner strike of the ball. Comfortable save for the St Mirren goalkeeper in the end, who now clears the ball up the park. Okay, Aberdeen on the attack. Toppy loses possession. Pappy gives away a foul. So, St Mirren with a free kick just inside our half. I tell a lie, it's just inside their half. Goalkeeper over the ball. He's just going to play this straight forward, which he does, straight into our box. And that goes all the way through to Ross Doohan. Derry McDermott says, oh well, time for Gay to save the day. West Coast Dawn says, oh my effing God, what a disaster. Our biggest mistake was not replacing Bojan when we had months to do so. That aside, our defence is bottom 6 level. Keith Shepard says, should have given them a penalty instead. Doohan would have had a better chance to make a save. David Gold Rally Vid says, keeper and Ruby at fault. Terry McDermott says, good response. Keep up the pressure. Keep the heads. Terry McDermott came back to say Gay has already offered as much up front than Nisbet has in a month. Paul Donaldson says, hi Ali, was already in a bad mood, missed out on going to the match, partly the weather, partly a mix-up, and I wasn't able to get up to Aberdeen today. I've already missed the first 10 minutes, 1-0 down. Thanks for being here, mate. Okay, so St Mirren clear the ball, but only to Nielsen, who plays it forward. A great ball through to Ockles on the left-hand side. He's got a bit of room here. He gets into the 18-yard... Oh, he plays a brilliant ball across the 6-yard box, but Pape's nowhere to be seen. Oh, Aberdeen still on the attack. Nicky Devlin with the ball coming in on his left foot. But it's broken up by St Mirren, who are able to clear, but Gogic puts it straight out of play for an Aberdeen throw-in. Look, we've responded well. We have responded well. Oko's looking really good at the moment, looking really hot. Nicky Devlin with the throw-in, plays it to Leighton Clarkson. He goes back to Rubicic, who plays it infield to... Sorry, I beg your pardon. He plays it infield to Tobers, who now plays it forward to Ruby, who gets forward. Both teams guilty of giving away cheap possession at the moment, but Aberdeen have the ball with Shinza in the centre circle. He comes out to the right-hand side to Nicky Devlin. Now Leighton Clarkson on the ball. Tries to play a Hollywood pass, as he always does. Simple, Leighton. Play the ball, bloody simple. All it did was just allow St Mirren to clean up, get on an attack. Tobers has now given away a free kick just inside our own half. That's all come from Leighton Clarkson just trying to be too clever once again. Does my nut in. 18 minutes gone, 1-0 to St Mirren. Okay, so their goalkeeper over the ball again. He's going to lump this forward, straight into our 18-yard box, no doubt. Nielsen taking charge of where he wants the players, and it does. It goes right onto the penalty spot. Ross Duhan catches it at the second attempt. Quick throw-in. Get onto the pictures. It's gone out for an Aberdeen throw-in, right on the dugout. So Jensen with the throw-in, plays it back to Ruby, who plays it back to Jensen. Bit tight over there, lads. And in the end, Aberdeen lose possession. But we win it back. Good ball played by Ockles to Papa Gay, out on the left-hand side. He's one-on-one. He comes in field on his right foot. Oh, yeah, it's okay. It's made its way through to Shinza. He goes out to Ockles. Now Ockles with a little bit of room to play with here. Jensen on the overlap. Gets the ball. Plays it in field. Good dummy. Shoot! Oh! Blocked by St Mirren. Aberdeen still on the attack. Down the left-hand side. Get it over. Well done. That should be a corner. Damn it. It's a goal kick. Good stuff from Aberdeen. This is okay, you know. This is okay. Just watching the replay of the opportunity here. So the ball was played inside. Great dummy by Papa Gay. Shot. I can't see who had the shot. Let me have another look here. Close up. Keskinen. Toppy Keskinen with a shot. Brilliantly blocked by the St Mirren central defender on the deck. While he was on the deck, blocks it. I think, to be honest with you, I think the goalkeeper had it covered anyway. But this is more encouraging from Aberdeen, I have to say. West Coast Dawn says, come on, Pappy, ball is out, big guy. Al Mitchell says, I think the first 10 minutes is a bit of luck. Come on, you Reds. 3-1 the Dons. Kevin Thompson's Clarkson is rank. Always looks for Hollywood pass. Never pulls them off. James Jappy says, too many want to walk it in. Clarkson just has no fight. Terry McDermott says, left wing looks strong. Keskinen needs to take more responsibility. Clarkson is lost. Both need to show more mental strength in possession. West Coast Dawn says, please sign Cameron and drop Clarkson. Kevin Tom says, Pape needs to pull out all the stops. Done more today so far than Nisbet has done all season. I have to be honest with you, he's leading the line really well. Unfortunately, he's just drawn a foul for St Mirren, but he's looking really bright, Pape. So, free kick to St Mirren, just inside Aberdeen's half, just over by the dugouts. Keeper goes forward again into our 18-yard box, just on the edge. St Mirren pick it up. Close it down, lads. He's had to come back out. They play it back in again, but Ali, stop it. Alexander Jensen clears it. But St Mirren back with the ball. Into our 18-yard box again. St Mirren pick up the pieces. St Mirren get the ball into our 18-yard box. Brilliantly cleared by Christoph Tobers. Superb, mate. Okay, set Aberdeen on a counter-attack. With Ockles, I think it is. Referee, that's a booking. You bandit. Penman booked for St Mirren. Aberdeen on the break. I think it was Ockles he pulls back. Just literally pulls him straight down. So Aberdeen with a free kick. About right in the middle, I would say right in the middle of the park. Just a little bit over to the left. Leighton Clarkson over the ball. Remember the facts about St Mirren losing set-piece goals more than any other team in the Premiership. Crap ball in, easily cleared up. Good God. 16 goals they've lost from set pieces, excluding penalties. Our set pieces have got to be so much better. That was a nothing ball in from Leighton. Nothing. There was no pace, there was no height, nothing. Okay, Aberdeen with a free kick. Inside their own half. Oh, yeah. Good Lord. Okay, the ball out with Jensen, left-hand side. He comes back to Rubicic, who plays it back to Ross Doohan, who will come across to Christoph Tobers. He's got a little bit of room to run into. Plays it forward to Nielsen, who switches play. Good stuff. Go on. Get at him, lad. Jensen on the ball. Plays it to Ockles, right on the touchline, hogging the touchline. He goes at his opponent, takes him on, does well. Covering defender puts it out for a throw into Aberdeen. Nielsen in field to Shinza, who comes across to Nicky Devlin, who plays it back to Shinza. And we switch the play again. Jensen on the ball. Ockles now on the other side. We've gone from one end of the pitch to the other. Not a bad ball in, but St Mirren clear it. Shinza picks up, comes in field, plays well, does really well. Nielsen on the ball. Aberdeen now out to the right-hand side. Nicky, get it in, lad. Just get it in. Eventually, St Mirren clear up the line. Okay, so St Mirren in possession now, inside their own half. They play it out to their right-hand side. And they're trying to play it in behind us. Oh, their forward's done well here. Done really well up against Jensen. And wins a corner. Kevin Tom says, Pappy is the man Ali was watching, but the stream is glitching. West Coast On says, why are we putting guys worth under 300k and leave a guy on the bench who is really good and was worth 7 million not that long ago? So it looks like St Mirren have got an injury issue here with the boy Penman. Yeah, it looks like he's going to have to come off. Hearts are beating Kilmarnock. 0-0 between Ross County and Hibs. Motherwell beating St Johnstone. So yeah, it looks like the boy Penman's had to come off here. 28, yeah. And 42 is Elvis. What a great name. Elvis Brumono. So, early substitution for St Mirren. 25 minutes gone. Just coming up to 26. So, St Mirren with a corner kick. He's going to in-swing it with his left foot. Out towards the main stand corner flag. It's a good ball in. But Aberdeen are able to clear it. Papagay now with the ball on the counter. Play it in midfield. Well done. Play it again. Out here. Arrgh! Unfortunately, the move is broken down. good God. Nielsen just... no control, no nothing, sticks a foot out, ball goes straight up in the air. Eventually, nothing comes of it, thank goodness. The ball is currently in Aberdeen's possession. Oh, it's a foul on Nicky Devlin, surely. Pappy's been a little bit guilty of giving away cheap fouls here. He's doing really well, not criticising, but just a little bit guilty of giving away cheap fouls. Terry McDermott said Clarkson is a luxury player at the minute and not the creative outlet he should be. Odd regression from him. But he does say that Tobers and Jensen look like great signings. Kevin Tom says Dorrington should have started ahead of Ruby. Okay, so Aberdeen in possession with Nielsen. Ball's now out to Jensen, left-hand side. Thankfully, the sun has gone down over that far side now, so no more sun being cast across that side of the park. And we've managed to switch play to Nicky Devlin, who comes back to Tobers, who has to play it all the way back to Ross Doohan, who's quickly closed down, but he's played the ball forward. And Aberdeen back in possession with Nicky Devlin, who tries to play over the top to absolutely nobody, and it goes all the way through to Zach Hemmings. Come on, Nicky, you've got to do better, mate. So the ball's still in the hands of the St Mirren goalkeeper, who lumps it forward. Nielsen with the ball, clears it back up the park, but it just comes straight back again. Right, here's Pappy in possession of the ball, plays it nicely to Leighton Clarkson, who plays it out to Ockles on the left-hand side. Another chance to get at his opponent, does well, comes in field, good ball. Inside, we go back out to Nicky Devlin. Here's Pappy. Oh, just quite couldn't get it under control. Cleared by St Mirren. Come in field. Okay, so Aberdeen in possession, but St Mirren are very quick to close us down, not giving us much room to play on the ball. This is great one-touch football from the Dons. Unlucky, the move breaks down. St Mirren on the attack now, just outside our 18-yard box. Out on the right-hand side. They play the ball in. And Aberdeen... That's a foul, ref. Yeah. Aberdeen eventually clear it. And the ref's given a foul inside the 18-yard box. St Mirren are just... With every opportunity, they're just chucking balls into our box. So I don't know what's happened there because we were watching the replay. Aberdeen had a free kick inside their own 18-yard box, and now the ball's in the hands of the St Mirren goalkeeper. So obviously nothing came of that free kick. Alan Kerr says, defeat today, top six under real pressure, struggling to score. Why not bring Babbage back from loan? So offside given, free kick to St Mirren inside the centre circle. Half an hour gone. 1-0 to the Saints. That's a foul, ref. Jeez. Have you given it? Yeah, you have. Foul on Nicky Devlin inside our own 18-yard box. So, Tobers with the ball. Comes out to Nicky. Oh, he goes infield to Shinza, who comes out to Nicky Devlin, who goes back to Tobers, who's closed down very quickly once again. Aberdeen at the moment, actually, they've done well. Switched play to Ruby. Great stuff, Dons. Ruby with a little bit of room to play with now. And just gives the ball straight to a St Mirren player. Jesus Christ. Thankfully, we've been able to retain possession. Nicky Devlin now on the right-hand side. He also gives the ball away cheaply. My God. Let's get our passing sorted out, lads. Well done, Ruby. Right, let's get the ball on the deck. Okay, Aberdeen move, broken up by St Mirren. Plays the ball through, but Ross Doohan comes out just at the right time. So I have to say St Mirren are doing really well here. On the counter-attack again. Player over on the right-hand side, he's free. He plays it in first time, it's too deep. Ross Doohan collects easily. Now Aberdeen with a chance to counter-attack. Nicky Devlin on the right-hand side. But we've slowed it right down and allowed St Mirren to basically get their shape and get back in. Too slow. Nielsen switches the ball to Jensen. Aberdeen now down the left-hand side. Ockles with the ball right inside the touchline. He comes in field, plays a nice 1-2 with Clarkson. Aberdeen in possession of the ball, but we're going backwards instead of forwards. Tobers plays a nice ball out, but Aberdeen are offside. Oh, Nicky Devlin caught offside. Just look across the line. Ali Cameron says, cheers for this, Ali. I'm down in Glasgow and missing the game. Today went to the pub for a pint, but I think I'll end up drowning my sorrows. What a poor start from the Dons. West Coast Dawn said it's obvious we need a Bojan replacement and a player like Cameron. Hopefully we'll to be able to add to the squad. Owen Colley says, Pape play where Clarkson is and Boyd through the middle. Terry McDermott saying Devlin and Keskinen are just not clicking. Terry's absolutely spot on. Whereas on the other side, Jensen and Ockles have really clicked. But on this side of the park, on the right-hand side of the park, it's a shambles. Just coming up to 35 minutes, 10 minutes to half-time. Free kick to St Mirren after that offside decision. But their keeper plays it right into touch. So Aberdeen throw-in. We go across the park. Jensen is closed down immediately. Plays the ball to Pape, who does well. Comes back. Now with a little bit of room to move. That's actually a great ball from Leighton Clarkson. Go on. Ockles now inside our box. Plays the ball. Oh, it's just cut out when he was trying to play in Keskinen. Damn. Oh, St Mirren on the attack. Oh my God, they've scored. They've literally scored. St Mirren have gone right up the pitch and they've scored. Oh my God. It's 2-0 to St Mirren, guys. And I have to say, we've been absolutely done for pace down the right-hand side. Ball over the top again, down the right-hand side. Ruby is nowhere near matching the pace. The lad plays it in field. He's totally free to side foot it into basically what is an empty net. Just let me find out the scorers for you. Mandron with the goal. But absolutely superb play by Ulisanya on the right-hand side. He absolutely scuds Ruby for pace. Absolutely does him for pace. goes down the wing. He comes inside. He's able to keep the ball in play. Comes into the 18-yard box. The boy's all alone. Man John, all alone. Side foot, left foot, bottom of the net. Aberdeen are now 2-0 down. Wow. Keith Shepherd says, how long do we hang on to Ruby? West Coast On says, get him off. Utter gash, costing his games. Terry McDermott, Ruby is done. John McDonald, Ruby needs to be subbed now. Owen Colley, leaving 2v2 at the back with Ruby as one of them is shocking. West Coast Dawn says disgraceful. Deck G says shocking. John Hermsey says get Ruby out there, cost us 2 goals, game's already gone. Jim Balfour says Ruby just isn't good enough to cover at the back for the system Jimmy plays. Alan Nicholl says we've been saying for some time to drop Ruby. Drop Ruby, sorry. Oh, dearie me. So we have to go again. Quite simple. 2-0 down. Only created a couple of chances this half. Toppy has been absolutely hopeless this half. He's done nothing. Absolutely nothing. Had an opportunity there, 1-on-1. Easily tackled. Ball's cleared up the park. Oh, get up, you muppet. Play on, ref. Play on. Oh, get up. Let's have a look at this. Oh, you've had a wee slap. Do you know what I mean? Be a man. Oh, for God's sake. Too many snowflakes play football for me these days. Oh, 1 minute you were up, and now you've gone back down again. Jeez. Oh, are you alright, fella? Are you alright? Oh, you poor soul. Right, Aberdeen are making a substitution, it looks like. Yeah. Yep, Ruby's off. Ruby has been hooked. And Alfie is on. So Alfie Dorrington comes on for Ruby, who's been hooked. And Ruby goes straight down the touchline. Okay, so I've just seen a shot here of Ruby doing this, which suggests to me that he's been asked to be substituted. But he's ran straight down the pitch and he's gone straight up the tunnel. He was running freely. That's an interesting development. So we have a new centre-back partnership now of Tobers and Dorrington. Jim Balfour says, I felt quite optimistic when Saints were forced to make the early substitution, but the psychological advantage has been surrendered. Graham Gibbs says, if we don't have the players to suit the system, change the system. Terry McDermott says, Dorrington on, correct decision. John Moore says, serious questions for JT. Why are the second goal scorers on the bench? Today, even Willie Miller was bemused in the build-up. Alan Nicholl says, no messing, Ruby off. Keith Shepherd said, should never have started. Alan McWilliams says, surely that's the last straw for Ruby. Has Jimmy been injured in training because he's seeing different players to us fans? Ali Cameron says Ruby will struggle to get back in this team. Paul Donaldson says, can't see what you're seeing, but sounds like Ruby has had an awful match. I don't think he's at the level to be playing in the SPFL. Deck G says something obviously happened with Ruby as he went straight down the tunnel. West Coast Dawn says, can't understand why Ruby even gets on the park with the amount of mistakes that he makes. 3 minutes until half time. Aberdeen 2-0 down. St Mirren on the attack again, but Ross Doohan comes out and collects. Well done, Ross. Okay, Aberdeen on the attack, down the left-hand side, but Ockles can't control it. It goes straight out for a throw-in. Oh, dear. This is probably as bad as it gets, I think. Okay, Aberdeen attacking again, down the left-hand side. Ockles with the ball, takes his player on, but loses possession. Oh, he's done okay. He's got the ball back. Goes out for a throw-in, right down on the corner flag. Plays a quick throw-in, good ball. Leighton Clarkson plays it into the middle, but it's cleared by St Mirren. Go on, Shinza, you'll get that, lad. Well done. Shinza showing some real spirit to get the ball. Comes in field. Plays it to Dorrington, who plays it out to Ockles. Play has been switched. Good ball in, but it's cleared. Aberdeen on the 18-yard box. But St Mirren clear the ball, and the referee's blown up for an earlier free kick to St Mirren, which is a terrible decision. Jesus, ref. It's just a 50-50 ball, lad. Keith Shepherd says, I feel sorry for the fans in attendance. John Helms is saying, pulling out of tackles. Barry McNeil says, this gets worse, making mistakes constantly in defence. West Coast On says, at the very best, we can get 2-2. David Gold says, our lads are too soft, couldn't bully their way out of a wet paper bag. Terry McDermott says, 3 quick goals and we're back in it. Terry also says, Talina's right to back his players and believe in them. That's Ruby out of the picture for a while, though, correctly. Ruby's confidence is totally shot. Alan Kerr is asking, where is the next league win coming from? Kaiser, how you doing, Kaiser? Imagine being 2-0 down at home to St Mirren. No doubt the players will still get a standing ovation at the end. Okay, so Aberdeen in possession with a minute to go to half time. Shinza on the ball, comes in field, does well. Plays a great ball out to Nicky Devlin, who once again is caught offside when he's clearly looking across the line. Come on, Nicky, you should be seeing this. You're an experienced player. You're 2 yards offside, mate. Right, let's see how much injury time we got at the end of the first half. St Mirren with the free kick. Launch it forward. But it goes all the way through to Ross Doohan. 4 minutes of injury time. Okay, so the ball's now out with Nicky Devlin, who goes back to Tobers, who plays it all the way across to Jensen. So we've switched play again. All of our good play has come down the left-hand side. All of our positive play has come down the left-hand side. On the right-hand side, we've been shambolic. Papagay with a great ball out to this side, to Shinza, on his left foot. Plays Nicky Devlin, who's hugging the touch. Sorry, plays Keskinen, who's hugging the touchline. He comes back in field to Shinza, who plays it into the box towards Papagay, who gets up. But unfortunately, the ball just loops up and the goalkeeper catches easily. Right, so the Dons are back in possession. Here's Tobers with plenty of room to move into down the right-hand side. He comes back to Nicky Devlin, who plays the ball across to Dorrington. Now we've switched the play again to Jensen, but we're still inside our own half. And we've been forced to go backwards all the way to Ross Doohan, who's now going to clear the ball forward, which he does. Papagay, the target man, goes over his head, but he picks up the bits and pieces. Good ball played over the top by Leighton Clarkson. Ockles with a bit of room just outside the 18-yard box. Jensen in support. We win a corner. Okay. A goal here, lads, would do so much for us for the start of the second half. But for God's sake, let's get a decent delivery in the box. Leighton Clarkson over the ball. This looks like it could go short to Ockles, but let's see. No, yeah, he plays it short. He gets it back from Ockles. Plays a decent ball into the penalty spot. Header from Aberdeen. Comfortably saved by the goalkeeper. Papagay with a header. Nicely worked corner. A good delivery one for once from Leighton Clarkson. Pappy just couldn't get any power on the header. Comfortable save for the goalkeeper. Right, so we've got a minute left at the end of injury time. At the end of the first half. Aberdeen in possession, deep inside their own half, just outside our own 18-yard box. Nielsen on the ball. Plays it over the top for Papagay. But St Mirren clean it up. They go down the line, but that's to nobody. And Aberdeen back in possession of the football. Once again, over to the left-hand side with Jensen, who's got plenty of room here in front of the dugouts. Ockles now. Comes infield, but is forced to go back. Get up. Nah. Okay, so that's just played the 4 minutes of injury time, and the referee blows the whistle for half-time. Aberdeen are losing by 2-0. Olusanya with the goal. And Mandron with the second goal. So much for Aberdeen to do in the second half. Ruby hooked after 2 shocking mistakes in the game. I don't want to be too hard on him, but the first goal was an absolute calamity. Just headed it into no man's land without really looking. Ross Doohan, I'm just watching it here. Ross Doohan he's also in absolute no man's land. It's a ridiculously stupid and poor goal to give away. He just doesn't look. He's just not aware of Olusanya behind him. It's just comical. Every time you watch it. You know, Ross hasn't helped him. I've got to be honest. Ross has not helped him. And the second goal, you know, it comes from our own... Oh, what are you doing, Red TV? Seriously. You're halfway through showing us the goal and you cut to a full-frame graphic. Oh, here we go. Now we're back on a replay. Good God, Red TV. So Olusanya just absolutely skins Ruby for pace. Down the right-hand side. Does so well to keep the ball in play. Mandron's all alone, and all he's got to do is just side foot it into an empty net. And to be fair, it's a really good goal from St Mirren. It really is. Right, let's read some of your comments, and then we'll start looking at some of the stats and everything. Okay. West Coast Dawn says, beating Elgin was a given, but we still look weak and easy to bully. Hugh Clark says, just a wee setback. We'll be World Club Champions in 2027. Oh, I love your optimism, Hugh. Kaiser said, it seems there's a section of our support that accepts that performance. In response to Keith, who says, surely no applause for that effort. Boos rightfully deserved. Owen Colley says, Morris for Toppy at half-time, please. I completely agree. Keith Shepherd said, maybe Boyd was correct when he said the applause is embarrassing. David Gold says, Ruby up there with Nigel Pepper, David Winnie and Jarell Efil now. Been a while since one of our own players has been booed so heavily. So obviously I've got everything on mute because I can't bring any sort of audio. So for any of you who are watching the game, or for any of you who are actually at the game and you're now watching this halftime show, was he booed? I'd like to know, was he booed? So we've got over 100 of you on tonight, over 115. So thank you so much for tuning in. Kaiser said, I've realised a while ago that if Keskinen isn't on the left wing, then there's no point playing him. Terry McDermott, Keskinen, yet again, should be subbed. David Gold says 0.5 out of 10 must try harder. Jules Jones says too many mistakes. They need to pull their... He's now on the Pino. I'm disgusted is happening. Paul Donaldson says, I'm glad I didn't get very far up the road after leaving the small... Thank you anyway. Owen says, Jensen and Ockles have a better partnership having been together for 5 minutes than Devlin and Toppy have had all season. Hugh Clark says, Ruby's done is over. He has to go. Terry McDermott says, the player pool needs to continue to change. Sentiment isn't a factor. Too many of these guys have presided over awful periods for this club. Can't be trusted for guile or consistency. For guile or consistency. West Coast Dawn says, clearly Jensen and Ockles have football intelligence and get the tactics quickly. Our right side is nothing. We've been absolutely awful down the right-hand side. And I mean awful. Kevin Tom is asking for Duke up top with Pape. Gavin Wilson says, first goal and up and over. Ruby should have headed wide, but Duhan was way too far out of his 18-yard box. West Coast Dawn is asking for Keskinen off, Duke on. Deck G says, I've just seen the first goal. Oh my God, what is Ruby doing? Don't think he'll play again after that. West Coast Dawn is suggesting that Ruby is done. Gavin Wilson says, second goal, Ruby was too busy wanting to nudge the St Mirren player rather than kick the ball. Paul Donaldson is asking, are we now at the point where this season is a complete write-off? West Coast Dawn has said, our season at this rate is bottom 6 and out of the cup. Keith Shepherd says, many thanks for the show, Ali. I'm really enjoying it. Thanks, mate. I'm glad you are. Terry McDermott says that Ruby was booed off. Robin the Bold says the manager has had all week to get them ready for today. Agreed, mate. Agreed. Ali Cameron says Keskinen, one of the worst players I've seen in a long time, trying to give him benefit of the doubt due to his age, but he's just not producing for us. I absolutely take that, Ali. I really do. But I think he's so far better suited on the other side. Al Mitchell says, here we go. 4-2 win for Aberdeen. Ali Cameron says Clarkson's a number 10 that never seems to be in that position. He's either too deep or meandering on the wing. It's so frustrating. Alan Nichols says, as much as we want to blame Ruby, who's picking him? Terry McDermott says, Ruby should have sent Ulusanya to King Street with that touchline challenge. Just so much kind of like therapy watching this. Right, just bear with me. I'm just trying to find it for you. 1 second. There we go. Okay. Match stats. Let's have a look at the first half stats for you. So, Aberdeen with 71.2% of possession to their 28.8%. We've had 8 shots in total to their 3. We've had 5 on target to their 2. Total touches inside the box so far, 14 for Aberdeen, 5 for St Mirren. Their goalkeeper has actually been forced to save 5 times. 1 corner apiece. One shot off target for St Mirren, nothing for us, but we've had 3 block shots, 2 attempts from outside the box. We've been caught offside 3 times. Let's have a look at our distribution. I'm interested in this. Okay, so far we've made 295 passes, of which 248 have actually been accurate passes. I'm surprised by that, but that's actually not such a bad stat. 92 forward passes, but total long balls over the top is 49. That's a little bit too high for me. Successful passes in the final third. We've achieved 45. And so far, we've had 11 crosses into the box, which is actually okay. Touches in the box is 14. Right, let's get back to your comments. Bear with me. West Coast Dawn says, we need a Rama and Bojan replacement. Ruby dropped for good and Devlin needs some serious competition. Graham Gibbs says, I don't blame Ruby, but he's not seen the goal, but he should not be exposed against Ulusanya's pace. This should have been factored into team choice system. We have 2 right-sided centre-backs. Kevin Tom's also enjoying the show. Thanks, Kevin. I hope you're enjoying it, mate. Thank you, pal. Ali Cameron says, West Coast Dawn is bang on that we miss Ramadani. Peter Lees is suggesting that this is a big 45 minutes for Jimmy Tillene. Terry McDermott is just saying, just watching the Jimmy Calderwood tribute, it's really worth remembering how much solidity and respect he brought back to us after nearly a decade of total misery. Rest in peace, the sun-tan bandit. Thanks, Jimmy. Norman Baker says, I naively thought we might have sorted the defence out and we're down to looking for a striker. How wrong was I? West Coast Honor said, I'm off to the spa. I need another bottle of Pinot to get me through this rubbish. Robin the Bold makes a very good point. He says, we're currently 3 points above Hibs and we play them next. Terry McDermott said, the first 10 minutes, second half are absolute key. Show strength and press for an early goal. At least give ourselves a realistic target. We are showing encouraging signs in the final third. Gavin Wilson says, can we get Jim Bett, Scott Severin or Barry Nicholson back out of retirement? Oh, what players they were. Richard Mickey McMillan is asking quite simply, what is going on with Aberdeen? It's utter mince. David Gold says, we are far too rigid and not moving around well enough. Should always be looking for space and runs. None of them seem capable of reading the game. Kaiser says that Rubicic's sense of positioning is non-existent. Bombardier09 says, quite simply, someone in that dressing room has got to be saying, let's get wired into them. Kaiser quite simply says, if we had Jim Bett now, we'd win the league. Simple as that. Graham Gibb is saying, only one change at half time. Why? Right, let's have a quick look. Just let me check to see if there will be some changes at the break. Some of the comments on X about our first half performance. Oh my God. Oh, there's a lot of very, very unhappy fans there. John Helmsley says, what I would give for a Scotty Severin or Jim Bett in midfield of defence just now. Graham Gibbs says that Palaversa is coming on. Okay. I think if there's going to be a change, I think he's got to take Leighton Clarkson off. That's what I'd be. That's what I'd be doing. I'd be getting Keskinen off and put Morris on, and I'd be getting Leighton off, and I'd be getting Antti Palaversa on. Paul Donaldson says, won't be at Hibs next week. Next game for me will be Dunfermline. Starting to worry about that one already, he says. Let me just refresh that, see if there's anything, any news. Not yet. Let's have a quick look at Red TV, who are still on the Jimmy Calderwood tribute. Have you seen that? The Jimmy Calderwood tribute on Red TV. It's absolutely brilliant. It's really good. Really good. Gosh, we had some good players, eh? James Jappy says, to be honest, I don't think it's time to bring in lots of players in this window. If they don't make it, that's next year's players' loans could be a better idea. Kenneth Merchant says, swap Clarkson for Cameron of Dundee ASAP. Unfortunately, Leighton's just, you know, I was a big fan of Leighton Clarkson, and I am a big fan of him. But I don't know. What I'm worried about was, I think he's a little bit too lightweight. I'm sick and tired of him. I know, I'll be totally transparent. I am sick and tired of him always looking for this Hollywood pass. He doesn't need to do it. You know, football's a simple game. You just need to keep the ball moving. And I understand. I get the type of player that he is. He's a flair player. I get that. But unfortunately for us, to me at the moment, he's just a passenger. And when we're 2-0 down at Pittodrie against St Mirren, we cannot afford to have the luxury of a flair player on that park now. So, with the greatest respect to the lad, I hope he gets hooked, and I hope we get Ante on to bring a little bit of steel to our midfield. You know, Norman Baker makes the point, he said, it's not just the players. There are real questions about selection and tactics, and that's down to JT. And it is, and you're absolutely right, Norman. I completely agree. Terry McDermott says, Clarkson is a very talented player, but needs to be so much more involved than he is. Exactly. Okay. Interesting. So, Antti Palaversa is on, replacing Nielsen. Interesting move. And we're already underway. Okay, so the Don's now kicking towards the Merkland Road stand. 2-0 down. So Palaversa will now play on the right-hand side, Shinnie on the left-hand side. Interesting move. Interesting move. Come on, lads. Okay, oh my God, Ali, if you call him Richard Jensen one more time, I think I'm going to punch myself. Alexander Jensen does really well to break play up. Ball out on the left-hand side. Here he is on the overlap. Gets a good ball in. Out to the edge. Hit it! Oh, it just goes over from Ante. Oh, just goes over from 18 yards. Nice play on the left-hand side between Ockels and Jensen, who plays a great ball in. It gets knocked out to Ante, who's inside the 18-yard box, but unfortunately his shot was always rising and it just goes over. Ah. Unlucky, but a good start. A good start to the second half. A positive start to the second half. Okay, so St Mirren on the attack. Down our right hand side, their left. They're still on the ball, but I think we've managed to break it up, have we? Yep, so we're back in possession of the ball. Nicky Devlin clears it up the right hand side. Just in front of the dugouts now. Pape does well. So we get a throw-in just in front of the St Mirren dugout. Ball's played all the way back to Ross Doohan. It clears with his right foot. But St Mirren pick the ball up easily. They try and play a ball over the top. But it goes out for a throw-in to Aberdeen, just in front of the tunnel. Nicky Devlin with the throw-in. Kenneth Merchant said Nielsen should never start again. Okay, St Mirren in possession down our left-hand side, their right-hand side. But Graham Shinnie breaks it up and it goes out for a throw-in just in front of their fans. Just waiting to take the throw-in. He's going to launch this one into the box. No danger he is. And he does just that. Just to the edge of the 6-yard box. The ball breaks free, but Aberdeen are able to clear it. And the referee's given a foul anyway to Aberdeen inside the 6-yard box. Gray Pilgrim says, did JT appoint a new assistant manager yet? Maybe he was doing a better job behind the scenes before he had to go back to Sweden. What input is Peter Leven having now? James Jappy says, too many waiting for the ball to come instead of us to get them and make room. Yeah. Okay, Aberdeen on the attack. Good ball inside the 18-yard box. We go across. But it's cleared for a corner. No, it's not. They've managed to keep it in play. Damn it. Be strong there in front of the dugout. Be strong. Well done. Okay, Aberdeen can reset. Here we go again. Jensen on the ball, but he's forced to come back. He plays it nicely to Shinza. Shinza just inside St Mirren's half. Switches the play, but St Mirren are able to clear it. It's a throw-in to Aberdeen just in front of the dugout. Better again from Aberdeen down the right-hand side. Toppy, to be fair, does really well. Plays a great ball into, I think it's to Ante, who tries to play the ball across the 6-yard box, but it's cleared. So Aberdeen on the ascendancy at the moment. If we can get an early goal here, I think it'll start to make them nervous. It'll get the crowd up. That's what we need. Dorrington making himself forward. So it's a corner kick to Aberdeen. Shinza with an in-swinger with his left foot. Make it a good one, fella. It goes on to the penalty spot, but it's easily cleared by St Mirren. Little bit of head tennis on the edge of the 18-yard box, and the referee gives a foul to St Mirren. Yeah. For a foul on Toppy. Oh, good God, referee, really? Okay, Aberdeen in possession of the football again. Ross Doohan throws it out to Shinza. He goes forward 10 yards to Ockles. Jensen with the overlap. Ockles looked really bright. Really enjoyed what he's been doing so far. Okay, this is good from Aberdeen down the left-hand side. Jensen in possession. Comes back to Shinza. Plays it out to the left to Ockles. He comes inside. Plays it to Ante, who plays it back to Shinza. This is good stuff. Switch it. Well done. Out to Nicky Devlin. Nicky comes infield. Ante on the ball again. Nice touch. Keep going, Shinza. Making his way towards the 18-yard box. Right, get it over. Get it over. Get it over. He does. Good ball to the back post. Pappy! Heads it just wide. Good stuff from the Dons. Really good stuff. Very positive. Ockles does really well. Gets a nice ball into the back stick. Oh, and Pappy's unlucky. Gets up early. Oh, and it's just wide. A couple of yards wide. And the referee has now just booked Zach Hemmings, the St Mirren goalkeeper, for time wasting. And he's gone like that to him. This is the second time you've done it. Stephen Robinson now having a pop at the fourth official. Hemmings clears the ball forward. But Aberdeen are back in possession of the football. Let's go again, lads. Set yourselves again. Here's Jensen, who's had a really good half and has started this half very brightly. Him and Ockles have started very brightly. Here's Shinza. Goes back to Dorrington. He's forced back to Duhan because St Mirren are pressing. Duhan clears it forward in front of the dugouts. But St Mirren pick the ball up and go back to their keeper. That's a foul, ref. There we go. Aberdeen, keep going. Go on, lad. Devlin on the ball. Gives away cheap possession. Nicky, stop giving away possession, you muppet. Aberdeen wins possession back. Brilliant from the skipper. Absolutely brilliant. Absolutely determined to win the ball back. Held off his immediate opponent and sets us on our way again. Here's Jensen. He goes back to Dorrington, who plays it across to Tobers. He switches play to Jensen. He's got a little bit of room to move into. He plays it out to Clarkson. That's a good ball. It's a good 1-2 with Ockles. Again, okay, we've got a foul, but Leighton, just simple, mate. Keep the ball going. Plays a really nice 2. Okay, we've got a foul. It's all right. It's all right. We've got a foul. Stay calm, Ali. Right, so we've got a foul about, I would say, 20 yards outside their 18-yard box, just to the left-hand side, sort of further towards the south stand. Leighton Clarkson over the ball. Oh, it looks like is Leighton getting hooked here? Yes, so Leighton's off, Kevin Nisbet coming on. Okay, positive. So just coming up to 55 minutes, Leighton Clarkson off, Kevin Nisbet on. So it'll be interesting to see what we do now. We're going to go 2 up top. Or is Pape going to sit in now so is Pape and Kevin going to swap positions? So is Kevin going to be the number 1 striker? Pape now playing the Leighton Clarkson number 10 role. Let's see what happens. But Aberdeen with a free kick now. Palaversa over it. He's going to swing it in with his right foot, which he does. It's a really good ball. Oh! Goalkeeper's forced to make a really good save. It was inches away, I think, from Pape. Oh, he's so close, and the goalkeeper's just been forced to push it round the post. Corner kick to Aberdeen. Shinza over the corner. In the corner of the Merkland and the north and the main stand. Swings it in. It's a bit deep. Ante's over the top of it, but St Mirren clear it. Not very well. Aberdeen can set and go again. Yeah, it's a nothing ball forward, unfortunately. Okay, St Mirren on the counter-attack. But play's broken up. Good stuff. Now Aberdeen with an opportunity down the left-hand side. Here's Kevin Nisbet. Goes inside the 18-yard box. Plays inside to Topi Keskinen, who wins a corner for the Dons on the left-hand side. Good, lads. Good. Good. Come on. Keep going. Get at them. This is so much better. St Mirren defending well, to be honest. I'm telling you, we get a goal, we're right back in this. We are right back in it. Okay, corner kick. Out on the left. Swings it in. Keeper makes a save. Punches it out. Ball goes now out to the other side. Play it back. Play it in, Shinza. Shinza with his left foot. Play it in. Too late, mate. Kevin Nisbet. I think it's Kevin Nisbet there. No, it's Ante. Ante breaks up the play. Well done. Richard Jensen now on the ball to Shinza. He comes back out to Jensen on the left-hand side, inside our own half. Now Ockles with room to run. And he does just that. Takes on his first opponent. Beats him. Takes on the second opponent. And I think he just ran the ball out of play. Actually, that's Toppy. That was Toppy. I beg your pardon. It wasn't Ockles. It was Toppy. So it looks like Toppy and Keskinen have actually swapped sides. Okay. So Keskinen is now on the left-hand side. Terry McDermott says, maintain this intensity, we'll get a goal. 2 up top, Nisbet on, means St Mirren have an extra man. Terry McDermott comes back to say, good play Aberdeen, let's keep it up. Paul Seiriki says, better second half so far. Keith Shepherd said, St Mirren don't need to do anything more today. It's all to do for the Dons. Okay, so Aberdeen in possession of the ball, deep inside our own half. Donington on the ball, comes forward, gets fouled. Just coming up to the hour mark, still 2-0 to St Mirren. We need to get a goal around about 65, 70 minutes to really start making them nervous. Long ball forward, over the top. But St Mirren break it up and Aberdeen get a free kick just outside the 18-yard box. Interesting. Looked a bit soft to me, but I'll take it. Okay, he's giving it for handball. Yeah, it's good call, referee. Well spotted. So, Nisbet and Palaversa over the ball. About 25 yards out, just to the left of the D, in front of the Merklin stand. Yeah, it's a good spot by the referee. The guy kind of clears the ball doing this, hits him here. Right, come on, let's make something of this. Come on. Let's make something of this. Kevin Nisbet over the ball. He's going to have a free pop at goal here. Come on. Here he goes. Good effort. Oh, it's the top of the bar. Unlucky, Kevin. Good effort, mate. Just clips the top of the bar. Oh, it was right in that top corner as well. Just didn't come down fast enough. Al Mitchell says, I think Aberdeen have got it in them to win 5-2. I won't tell you what Terry McDermott said. Okay, so St Mirren goal kick. Hoof it up the park. Nicky Devlin under it. But it's a free kick to Aberdeen. And we get the ball moving too quickly. Referee's brought it back. Here we go. Okay, Shinzo on the ball. Left-hand side. Plays it forward to Keskinen, who comes in field. Aberdeen still in possession of the ball. Have done really well down this left-hand side. Go on, play him in. We come in field. We go out. Good stuff from the Dons. Nice one-touch football in a triangle. But St Mirren clear it for a throw-in to Aberdeen in front of the south stand. Okay, let's see if we can switch play. Plenty of room over on the right-hand side. Here we go. Donington, Tobers inside the centre circle. Plays it out to Nicky Devlin. He plays it forward to Ockles. It goes out for an Aberdeen throw-in front of the main stand. Switch it again. There's plenty of room now over on the left-hand side. Switch it again. Well done. We do just that. Jensen on the ball. Inside St Mirren's half. Plays it forward to Pape, who's forced to come back. Good stuff, Dons. Oh, it's unlucky. Aberdeen with nice little one-touch flicks. But we've managed to break up St Mirren's play. The ball goes out to the left-hand side. And St Mirren clear it for a throw-in right on the corner flag down the left-hand side. Jensen with the throw-in. He throws it deep. Papagay underneath it. But St Mirren clear it. But Aberdeen will retain possession again. There's a fly in here. God damn it. Okay, the ball's now back with the St Mirren goalkeeper who clears it forward. 62 minutes played. Still 2-0 to St Mirren. Ball goes out for an Aberdeen throw-in in front of the St Mirren fans. Paul Donaldson says, sounds like the second half is a bit better, but are we clinical enough to take our chances? Time will tell, mate. Here's St Mirren with a chance. Oh, Usayama tried an overhead kick, but completely fluffed his lines. This is where we've got to be really careful. For all the attacking play, for all the positive play, we've got to keep the shot shut at the back. They get a really good ball into the box. It's unchallenged. Dorrington makes a He makes a fantastic block. The ball goes up in the air. Usayama tries an overhead kick, but fluffs his lines completely. Just got to be careful at the back. Be just conscious and aware. So Aberdeen with the ball in the centre of the park with Shinza. He comes all the way out to the left to Jensen, who's got room to attack. He comes infield on his right foot, plays it out again. This time Keskinen, looking to run at his immediate opponent. I beg your pardon, it's Ockels. So Ockels and Keskinen have swapped sides again. Ockels does well, wins as a corner. So now Ockels is over on the left-hand side as we attack the Merkland stand. Now he does really well. Well done, kid. What's the referee doing here? Well, he's given a foul to Aberdeen. Okay. Got no idea why. I didn't see anything. But hey, we'll take it. So, free kick. Just outside the 18-yard box. In front of the north stand. Ante over the ball. He's going to swing it in with his right foot. Make it good delivery, fella. Good delivery. Come on. Good delivery. Here he goes. To the front stick. No Aberdeen player there. Goalkeeper catches quite easily. Oh my God. That's a hopeless free kick. Not a single Aberdeen in 5 yards of that free kick. Seriously. Looks like there's some more movement on the bench. From what I can see. Let's see what happens here. Okay, so Ross Doohan with the ball. Throws it out to Shinza. Just in front of our 18-yard box. He goes all the way out, but gives the ball away cheaply. And then Nicky Devlin gives away a silly foul. Shinza, seriously. So, St Mirren with a free kick. Inside our own half. He goes long into the 18-yard box. Drills it across, but Aberdeen have cleared it. Now here's a chance for the Dons to break with Papagay down the left-hand side. He comes in field. He does really well, but plays a terrible ball forward, unfortunately. Easily broken up by the St Mirren defence. They also go forward. But Dorrington's under it. Ross Doohan... To be fair, it was a difficult ball to control. Ross Doohan's had to play it into touch. Yeah, it's a difficult ball to control. Okay, so St Mirren with a throw-in right in front of their fans, right beside the corner flag. Going to go for a long throw-in here. And they do just that, just to the edge of the 6-yard box. Ref, that's high feet, surely. Yeah. Referee's given a foul for high feet. Right. Long clearance from St Mirren's goalkeeper. Christotobers gets underneath it. But St Mirren pick up possession. They're down their our right-hand side. Play the ball into the 18-yard box, but Aberdeen are able to clear it up. It's into the hands of Ross Doohan. Where's that bloody fly? Oh, you're doing my nutting. You know, you just get that buzzing. Oh, I hate that buzzing. I hope it's a fly and nothing untoward. Right, Aberdeen in possession of the ball. Jensen, left-hand side. He's got room to move again. Plays it out to Ockles. Oh, he comes in field, does really well. Gets inside the 18-yard box, but he just overruns it slightly. Unlucky lad. Keep going. I like the positivity. Okay, Don's back in possession. Here's Nisbet. Very deep. Plays a great ball. Toppy Keskinen on the ball. Goes in field. Shoots! Oh! Shoot again! Oh! 2 chances for the Dons. What? The first chance, I think he saves it. Let's have a look. Oh, Ockles does so well. Oh, he does save it. You bandit. Brilliant save from the goalkeeper. Great play from Keskinen. Plays it infield. Kevin Nisbet with a shot. And it's well saved by the goalkeeper. Okay, so we've got a change. Who was that came off? So Shady Mo's on. I didn't see who went off. Pape's just gone on. Duke has now come on. I didn't see who came off for Shaden. I'll tell you in a minute, as soon as I see. I think it was either Ockles or Keskinen, I think. Yeah, Ockles. It was Ockles that came off. So Duke and Morris on, Gay and Ockles off. Oh my God, that's a slack ball. Don't be playing balls like that across our own 18-yard box. Jesus Christ. Okay, Aberdeen on the counter-attack with Jensen down the left-hand side. Toppy's just in front of him. He goes infield, but the play's broken up. St Mirren. Play over the top. But it's okay. Ross Doohan's underneath it. Plays a nice ball to Alfie Dormington. Oh. Alfie seems to have hurt himself here. Oh, what's he done? Okay, he's limping a bit. We'll keep an eye on that. Shinza plays an absolute nothing ball in field. It gets broken up. Jesus, Graham. Okay, it's an Aberdeen throw-in. Okay, Alfie seems to be moving a little bit more freely now. Where are we at? 70 minutes. Duke. Is that Shaden or is that Duke? I think that's Shady Mo. So Shaden trying to get on the ball, looking at positive play. He's won a free kick. Yeah, well done, lad. I like the positivity already. Just nip the ball round him. Player pulls him back. Free kick to Aberdeen. Okay, Scott Tanzer just booked for St Mirren on that for that foul on Shaden Morris. St Mirren also making a change here. Munsk has gone off. Smith has come on. Right, Aberdeen in possession of the ball on the right-hand side. Nicky Devlin. comes in field. Wins a foul. Okay, so Aberdeen with a foul. Oh, it's Ante who wins the foul. Yeah, all day long. Okay, so a foul just to the right of the centre circle, about 10 yards ahead of the centre circle. Play the ball out to Shaden Morris, who's looking to go at his immediate opponent. He does just that. He does well. Get it over. He does. It's a little bit too low. Still inside the 18-yard box. It's pinging about a little bit, but St Mirren eventually clear it for a corner to Aberdeen. Come on, lads. Corner to Aberdeen. Shinza will take it. On the corner of the main stand and the Merkland Road stand. Let's have another good delivery. Come on. We need a goal soon. We need a goal soon. Shinza with the delivery. Good ball in. Cleared by the goalkeeper with a punch. Shaden Morris is underneath it, but just does nothing with it. Heads it up into the air. Does well. Second attempt. Puts it out for a St Mirren throw-in. Hey. Oh, the St Mirren keeper does really well there. The ball's fired right on top of him. He's had to come through a crowd to punch it away. Terry McDermott saying the shade already positive. Ali Cameron said, quoting me, Shinza plays an absolute nothing ball in field. Is symbolic of the last few years of being a Dons fan. DM suggesting it's the same old, same old. Okay, so the ball's with Ross Doohan, who clears it forward. Kevin Nisbet does well to win the header. Ball goes out to Shady Mo. Come on, lad. He plays it forward, but again, it's a nothing ball. Easily picked off by St Mirren, who are also guilty of giving away cheap possession. Okay, Dorrington with the ball, just in front of the D. Comes out to Jensen on the left-hand side, but he's quickly closed down, so he's forced to go infield to Palaversa. He plays a great ball forward to Nisbet, who's now got room to run. Go on. Takes a heavy touch. You clown. The ball breaks to Jensen. Now out to Duke, left-hand side, just inside the 18-yard box. Plays it out to Toppy. Okay, Aberdeen back in possession, but back in our own half after the move broke down. It's a throw into Aberdeen just in front of the dugouts. We've got a quarter of the game to go. Come on, Dons, we need to get a goal. Next 5 minutes, we need a goal. Okay, here's Keskinen, left-hand side. He goes past his first opponent, does well, gets a decent ball in. No, he doesn't. Goes out directly for a goal kick. Do you know, I like his positivity. I've got nothing. You know, I can't criticise his effort. He's putting in a shift this half. Unfortunately, his final ball's just not quite up to scratch. Terry McDermott says Duke has taken up his favourite position, complete obscurity. Okay, so the Dons get a chance to start again. Here's Duke. Palaversa robbed of possession, dangerously. St Mirren on the attack, just in front of our D. But we've managed to break it down. Shinza on the ball, plays it forward, fast, good. Play it again, play it again, play it again! Keskinen on the ball, left-hand side. Tried to play it with the outside of his right foot. It's blocked. Corner to the Dons. Right, the lads are coming forward. Palaversa over the corner kick. In the corner of the Merkland and South stand. Come on, lads. We're drifting towards 80 minutes here. It's a good ball in, but it's cleared at the front stick. Jensen on the ball, plays it left to Shinza, who plays it out to Palaversa. He comes back in field. Shinza plays it in first time, out swinging cross. It's hanging a bit. St Mirren clear it. Shady Mo on the shot, gets blocked. St Mirren with a chance now to break, but they don't. Play it back, well done. Great stuff from Tobers. So the ball at the feet of Ross Doohan, who plays it immediately back to Tobers. We've got all the possession at the moment. We're totally in control of this game. We're just not doing enough in the final third, unfortunately. That's a ball over the top for St Mirren. He's going to get through on this. Oh my God, he scored. Oh, Jesus, lads. It's a nothing over the top ball again. Let me see the replay. Tobers tries to step out. Is it Tobers or is it Dormington? I think it's Dormington. Tries to step out. Plays the ball on. He plays the boy on. To be fair, it's a great finish with his left foot. But we should not be conceding goals like that. Oh my God. Honestly, it's comical. Again. It's 3-0 to St Mirren. 3. Jesus. I despair. I absolutely despair. It's Mandron with a goal again. Aberdeen fans are leaving in their droves, and I absolutely don't blame them. Referee's having a little check here, but I don't see what he's checking. He was clearly onside. Let me read some of your comments because this is just unbelievable. Terry McDermott says, I hope we don't start talking about changing the manager, change the players. DM says, what is going on? Terry McDermott says, Doohan should have done a lot better. A lot better. Robin the Bold said, I'm tired of hearing about effort. These are young men. They can run about for 90 minutes. This team lacks any class. Chris Clark says, this is as bad as I've seen since the McInnes era. Kaiser says, 3-0 at home to any team is a total and utter disgrace, but to St Mirren makes it that bit worse. Kaiser saying, Glass, Goodwin, Robson, all over again. Stuart Malcolm says, I genuinely can't see a way out of this. Honestly, the goals that we've conceded today are just comical. Absolute comical. And we've now got nine long minutes to go. 3-0 to St Mirren at Pittodrie. How is this even possible? How is this even possible? So as it stands, let's have a quick look at the scores. So Motherwell beating St Johnstone, Ross County and Hibs is 1-1, Hearts beating Kilmarnock 3-2. So as it stands, the table is this. Thank God. So Motherwell are now 1 point behind us. 1. And if Hibs get a goal, that puts them ever so closer to us, and we've got them next. Honestly, I can't believe what I'm watching. Oh, dear God. Gray Pilgrim said, how did this team get all those wins early in the season? I can't believe it's the same outfit. Deck G says, I'm afraid this is the norm now. Can't keep changing managers. Blame the players. Paul Donaldson's had enough. He's off. Terry McDermott makes a great point. He says, St Mirren are everything that we're not. Baz Strachan says, I can't see us beating anyone in the league the way that we're playing. Stuart Malcolm says, I genuinely can't see a way out of this. I agree, mate. Right, 7 minutes to go. Oh my goodness, so many fans have left. Dearie me. Huge pockets now of vacant seats in the main stand. What are we doing? Seriously, what are we doing? This is, honestly, this is really worrying me. It really is worrying me that we continually lose such cheap, silly, schoolboy goals. Two balls over the top. Done for pace with another. Good God. I got to be honest, I'm a little bit shocked. I really am a little bit shocked. And I can't take anything away from St Mirren. Absolutely nothing at all. They've taken their chances. They've bullied us. They've made it uncomfortable for us. Absolutely fair play to them. And more importantly, they've taken their chances. We haven't. And it's simply becoming the story of our season so far. And everything that Aberdeen are attempting to do at the moment is just simply breaking down. Everything is breaking down. You know, we're now 3 at the back. You know, we're moving the ball about, but you know, again, there's a perfect example of a long ball forward which is easily blocked, easily cleared. Thankfully, Shading's picked the ball up, trying to make something happen down the right-hand side. Aberdeen on the edge of the 18-yard box. It goes back out to Shading Morris, who unfortunately can't do anything. And it's easily picked up by their goalkeeper. This game is over. Well and truly over. 4 minutes to go. And I hope to God there's only a minute of injury time, because I don't know how much more of this I can watch. The defending today is just... You can't make it up. You just can't make it up. So Peter Leven and Yemi Talene in deep discussions on the sidelines. This game's just going to peter out to nothing, unfortunately, now. Oh, my God. Duke, you know, it's just played the worst ball infield, a dangerous ball infield, which sets St Mirren on an attack. Thankfully, we've managed to break it up. Keskinen does really well, plays in Kevin Nisbet, who's now just inside their 18-yard box. Tries a curler, good effort, keeper saves it, pushes it out, and St Mirren clear it again. To be fair, the lads at Hemmings inside there, between their sticks, has had a really good game for St Mirren today, but we're just not clinical enough in front of goal. Nowhere near it. You know, they've had 3 chances, scored every time. You know, their third goal, it's a great hit, it's a great strike, but should never have been left in the position to have had the strike in the first place. A long ball over the top, just between the 2 central defenders. Oh dear. Just watching the replay of Kevin Nisbet's effort just on the 18-yard box. It's unlucky, it's a good effort. Michael Scott says, we've gone from championship form to relegation form in the same season. Robin the Bold makes a great point. We said it yesterday in the preview show. Up until today, St Mirren had lost their last 4 games and now absolutely smashing us. Scott Bowie says, said it before, Shinnie should be stripped of the captaincy and released pronto. Hugh Clark says, have I woken up back in the 90s? This is a nightmare. I agree with this, Alan. Alan Nicol makes a great point, and I completely agree with that. I nearly said it at the beginning of the show, but I refrained. He says the manager needs to get us settled on a regular starting 11 and stop making all the changes game after game. I agree with that. You can't have a settled team when you're making so many changes. Kenneth Merchant, it says there's a clear out needed. Kaiser says we are without doubt the worst team in the league. Richard Brown says, I worry now that we could get dragged into the relegation playoff. Hugh Clark says, St Mirren didn't even have to get out of first gear. Channel 10 says, some of these players are just simply not good enough to play under JT's tactics. The team's build-up is slow and predictable. It's so evident that we lack finishing. Right, so into the last minute of the game. Just to let you know, there will be a review show. My God, where do you start with that? Unfortunately, Andrew Budge can't be with me. He's had to take the weekend off. So I'll try and put some sort of analysis together so we can discuss it. But, you know, where do you begin? Where do you begin? God, the Richard Donald stand is emptying fast. Before we go off air, I'm really interested to see the boos that go around Pittodrie, because I think it will be loud and quite obvious. Okay, so we're now into the 90th minute. Let's see how much injury time there is. I hope to God there isn't much. Duke has just been booked, by the way. Lewis Johnson says, to be fair, I don't think Pappy had a bad game. Yeah, I agree with that, Lewis. I think he's done okay. And I think Ockles did absolutely fine as well. Completely take that. Terry says, keep bringing in players to fit the style and system. Talina's made this work with other teams. We can now see who can and can't play this way. 5 more have to be gone in the summer, at least. So St Mirren have a free kick just in front of their fans, down near the corner flag. I still haven't seen how much injury time there is. They're just trying to keep the ball now. Oh my God, Duke. Seriously. Four minutes. So another 3 minutes to go. You know, Duke, you know, seriously, mate, when you're 3-0 down and the ball is deep inside our half, trying to do drag backs is not the time. And all he's done by trying to do that is given them a free kick right on the edge of our 18-yard box, almost by the byline. They're just now keeping the ball, just running down time. Won a corner. Do you know, honestly, fair play to St Mirren. Absolutely fair play to them. Can't take anything away from them at all. They've had the game plan perfectly executed today. 2 minutes to go. Oh, please, just Ref, just blow your whistle. Just put us out of our misery, for God's sake. Honestly, this is comical. We're trying to basically clear the ball down in this corner, and oh my God, it's comical. And now St Mirren win a free kick. You won't be surprised to know that it's Shinza who's given away the free kick right on the edge of our 18-yard box. And he's berating somebody. I don't know. It's Kevin Nisbet. It's honestly, you can't make it up. So we win a free kick in the corner, right in the corner, in front of the St Mirren fans. Kevin Nisbet tries to take a quick free kick. He plays it almost diagonally in front of our 18-yard box. He completely misplaces it. Shinza has had to make a last-ditch tackle. He's been booked for it. He's absolutely berated Nisbet for it. St Mirren now have a free kick just outside our 18-yard box. And he's just knocked it wide. You know, our game management is appalling. Oh, he wasn't far away. It hits the side net. Nearly 4-0. Nearly 4-0. Into the last minute. Well, the last 30 seconds. Yumi Talene looks completely and utterly bemused on the sidelines. Just looks bemused. Aberdeen have a free kick. Referee's pulled it back because he's just booked the St Mirren player. Oh, come on, ref, just blow the whistle. Who cares? Greg Kilty just booked. There it is. Full time. 3-0. An absolute embarrassment. The goals were embarrassing. I can't watch any more of that. So let's just quickly read out some of your comments before we say goodnight. Kenneth Merchant says, Jimmy's bemusing me too, Ali. Kaiser says, 3-0 against St Mirren at Pataudry. Let that sink in. Lewis Johnson said, very loud boos. Graham Gibbs said, sorry, but another insipid post-match interview and I'm having a holiday from this mince. Terry McDermott has said, Duke's a complete imposter at this moment in time. Gavin Mills is asking, is Talene out of his depth in Scottish football? Kenneth Merchant has said, we need playmakers, not warriors. West Coast Dawn says, looks like a team that have no idea what they're being coached. Sequentia says, I'd be looking to replace Duke, Nisbet, Ruby, Shinnie and Clarkson as soon as possible. Kenneth Merchant also said, Duke must be a nightmare to play alongside. I feel sorry for Nisbet. Alexander Wallace said, he's had enough. He's off to the pub. Kenneth Merchant said, Easter Road next. I'm scared. Aren't we all, mate? Deck G says, where does Jimmy go from here? Thank you for this afternoon, Ali. It's pub time. No worries, fella. Right, guys, we're going to call it a night because honestly, I've had enough. Thank you so much for watching. It's been absolutely brilliant having you all on. We've had great figures again today. We're back for the review show tomorrow. Oh, dear. Where to begin, eh? God almighty. All right, well, try and enjoy your Saturday night if you can. I know it's not been the best, but I'll see you tomorrow. Look out for socials. It'll be the normal time, 19:03. See you soon.